barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. So, I want to share this story because it's important to us, it's important about us, and it resonates with my spirit, man. And I want to tell this story because it's important to understand that we're a community, we love each other, and the mission statement far and beyond exceeds our physical grasp in terms of me as an individual, you as an individual, us collectively gonna get to the promised land. I may not get there when you get there. All right. So last Saturday, I'm still there, guys. I'm still not. I'm still full from what happened Saturday, and the long version will be out probably tomorrow. The guy I'm working with is in Houston, and he's emailing me the edits and stuff like that. But I think we're right there. It's like one or two more edits that need to be done, and we're good. So expect that by Wednesday, just to be safe. Um, I was at the event, and I got there early, and by about 9:30, 9:45, there was probably about 70 people already at the barbershop. And a subscriber introduced, I'm not going to say his name, it's not important. I mean, he's important, but I just don't want it. Maybe he don't want it to be known. And so we're talking and walking, as I do with everyone, right? The first thing I'm going to do is give you a hug and tell you I love you and then call you a nigga, right? That's protocol for Fred Hawthorne, right? And nigga out of endearment, and say thank you. You know, I'm always in gratitude for people who offer their time, and and we're talking, and he came down, and I didn't know this then, but I know now. I can tell that he knew more about. He's been following me for a long time because of the conversations he and I was having, and so we stopped and talked, and we talked off and on for about anywhere between 5 to 10 times, and then he says, who do I make a check out to? And I says, oh, you probably can just make it out to Fred Hawthorne, no big deal, and because I still have to learn how to include everybody. Like, I'm learning how to do that. I'm not the best guy in the world at including everybody in terms of paying for stuff, in terms of like making it a community event, because I am the guy that says, fuck it, let's get it done. It gets done. You know what I mean? And so I'm still learning how to become that person. And so I was real passive with him because I didn't really want him to go out of his way to write a check. And but he asked me like 5 or 6 times. So I said, oh, just make it out to Fred Hawthorne, no big deal. And about an hour later, he came back and handed me the check, and I gave him a hug, and I said, thank you, I love you, I genuinely appreciate. And his quote was, it was a little something to help out the event, and I said, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, and I didn't look at the check. I just immediately put it in my wallet and then put it in my pocket, and so the day goes by, and then about 10 of us decide to go get soul food together, right? It was me, Junior the Truth, Danny from the Boxing Voice, Boxing Ego, and then a host of about 5 or 6 subscribers, Top Cat, Jay Good, and a few others, right? So it's about 10 of us, and we're sitting at the long table, and it hits me. Let me look at the check for the subscriber it gave me, and I look at it, and I said, I said, thanks. I already had because he said it's a little something, so I had a preconceived notion of what he was going to give me. So I was thank you. So I just looked at it, and then I looked at it again, and I thought it was below 100. Then I looked at it again, and I thought it was just 100, a couple of $100, right? And then I look at it again, and I says, oh shit, this is thousands of dollars. And I was flabbergasted, when I say flabbergasted, I was floored. And then I hand the check. I says, "Hold up, Junior, look at this check, dog. I can't believe this." And then I pass it around the table, and I couldn't believe, like, I am, and you guys know I'm always 100% emotionally invested, right? Everything that I do, I'm unafraid to be vulnerable. I'm unafraid to share my emotions. I'm unafraid to tell another man I love him. I'm unafraid. That's just me. I've always been that way. I'm not the guy that acts stoic and tough and pretends to be solid all the time. So I was floored. Like, if there was such thing as your jaw hitting to the ground, and um, um, and that was the time, right? And so I uh, and then so I told Junior, look at it, and a few other people look at it, and I could not believe how much that check was. I'm not going to tell you guys how much it was, but I was just flabbergasted. When I say I was flabbergasted, I was floored, floored, floored. And then I didn't share this with the table, but um, uh, uh, I'm getting emotional about this. That check, the 200 people that was there, everyone that's what clicked play on the YouTube video, everyone that shared my video, everyone that has um, um, done anything positive to help me, whether you've offered your, I get offered people's cars. People always ask me to stay at their house. And the list goes on and on. And I know I'm just one of many people that they've offered to, or many people in the LDBC and media that get asked to do this, right? I've gotten autograph cards. I've gotten so many things from y'all. And in that moment, when I was passing the check around, I had a silent moment of, like, how I got to that lunch table in that soul food restaurant in Houston, Texas, which is 3.5 hours by plane ride from my home in Los Angeles. And I was having a surreal moment. And in that moment, I thought about me being my first subscriber. Um, um, LA Times not giving me an interview when I applied. This is years ago when I applied to work with them. Um, my purpose in doing this and starting a YouTube channel, starting media, and what I wanted to do with boxing as the candy and our spirits as the medicine in terms of healing one another, and our purpose. I'm trying to grasp the words that I'm trying, but it was a moment of, like, serenity. It was a moment of, um, like gratitude, and I'm forever thank you. I'm forever thankful, because keep in mind, I'm the person that's never celebrated a birthday. I've been Emmy nominated. I've never celebrated that. I've written 3 books. I've never celebrated that. My mom threw me a graduation party. If not, I wouldn't have celebrated that. Like, I've never personally, on a personal level, in terms of me planning something, I've never done a birthday dinner. Nothing in my life I've ever celebrated. And I mean this sincerely. Uh, um, Never. I've gotten thank yous, I've gotten offers, and I always deflect. Like, nah, no big deal. I don't need it. Not a big deal. Not important. And in that moment, I felt celebrated. I felt appreciated. And I don't say that from a selfish perspective, because I know people are gonna say, "Hi, no." I say this from, like, people who I've never met, and many of y'all I'm never ever gonna get a chance to meet y'all, right? And just by you hitting play furthers my message. It furthers the goal. It furthers the purpose. And I'm thankful. And I keep on saying thankful because I'm getting lost in words. I'm getting rushed. Like, I'm getting flooded with emotions. And I'm just thankful. And I don't know how to repay people that give me things. Like, I'm very uncomfortable. And I've always been that person. I've never I've never borrowed money. I've only borrowed money from a bank. Like in my 30s, I've never borrowed money. I've never asked for money. I mean, in my 20s, I might have, but as I grew into myself, I just never did it. Never have I done, not from a selfish, or I can do it myself, or maybe it is from that perspective, but I've always leaned on my work ethic. I've always leaned on, I have to get this done. Like, I'm the guy that believes he's going to get in a sold out concert. I'm the guy that believes that I'm going to get the finest girl in the room. Not from an ego perspective, but just that personal and self belief. So when I seek out to accomplish something, my goal is to get it accomplished, and I think that as big and or as little, but as big as I think I am, in that moment, I realize I need help. I realize, in addition to feeling appreciated, that what I want to accomplish, in addition to the LDBC, in addition to all my brothers, that that believe in the mission statement that I project. Not necessarily on the individual video basis. You guys may not agree with everything that I say, but from the purpose and the goal in which we're going, I need y'all help. And I've never said that ever in my life, ever. Dre will tell you, I don't ask for help. I'll figure it out. Between YouTube and my common sense, I believe I can get around, or I can accomplish what I need to accomplish. And in that moment, I realized I need y'all. In that moment, I felt celebrated. In that moment, I felt that we are in a great space. In that moment, I thought about uh, the the first emails, the first DMs I've gotten, and the consistent DMs that we exchange every day, the consistent texts and the group texts and the group DMs, and me having everyone's phone number and sending group texts and vice versa. All these different layers of communication that we have, I felt in a great space. And and it wasn't that it was the the amazing gift that he gave me. That man had to work for that money. Like, every tree I've ever shaken in my life, money has never fallen from it. I don't care if it was a 10-foot tree, 20-foot tree, peach tree, apple tree, pear tree, whatever the case. I've shaken, every time I shake a tree, only thing that falls are leaves. So money doesn't grow on trees. And I'm in gratitude because I know what it takes me to make that absorbent amount of money. I know what it takes. And I'm grateful. I know what it takes to go through YouTube and say, oh, that video is 15 minutes. Oh, I don't think I have time for that one. I think I'm going to watch this 5-minute video on the same topic. And I've grown leaps and bounds. And I know that we're going to collectively grow even more leaps and bounds. And that event in Houston just reassured me. It realigned me, or made me run faster in my alignment, make me work harder in my alignment, made me more spiritual aware in my alignment, that our work is being met with open arms. And 200 people in Houston, Texas is a reflection of that. Every super chat that I see, from Trill Boxing Talk to Cali Enigma to Junior the Truth to World Breaker, it goes on and on. Like, is a reflection that we're headed in the right direction. And it's a reflection that we can sustain one another. It's a beautiful thing when we can sustain one another. That's why it's so important. Something as little as Black Fight Fan, in addition to, as he say, bust it down the middle with because Black Fight Fan, to tell you, he said it. I'm getting goosebumps. Like, he said it. He told me on the phone call, and I was like, cool, no big deal. I never asked him again. Never asked him again for it. At the end, when I was a guest host, when I helped out because um, 78 had to go to his daughter's graduation. Congratulations again, 78. And he told me after that, man, what's your PayPal and all that? And I was like, it's cool, I'll send it to you. And I never sent it to him. I don't think I ever sent it to him. I never sent it to him. He asked me for it and I never sent it to him because I'm not comfortable in that space. I swear before God, if I'm not mistaken, I never sent him my PayPal. I never sent him my Cash App. He went on his own onus, and uh, uh, gave me half of the money for the event in Houston, Texas, and I'm grateful for that. And that's why the money that y'all donate, if you're physically donating or click and play and watching the commercials, it's so important because something as small as uh, Black Fight Fan needing a microphone the other day, right? The Monday, I think it was Monday, and we were all fiending. What the fuck is going on? Like I'm waiting like y'all. Even though I know these motherfuckers personally, I'm still waiting on the show. You know what I mean? So I told 78 this. I don't think I ever told Black Fight Fan this, but outside of my voice, I may play. I play Prince in the morning for my daughter. Every morning I play Prince, um, and then I may play like a Nipsey Hussle song for my son. What I mean, something motivational. Outside of that, Trill Boxing Talk goes on Bluetooth, and I'm making breakfast. I'm doing smoothies. I'm running around the house. I'm taking clothes out of the laundry. Whatever I'm doing, but they're a part of our morning package every single morning. And it's so important to the culture. And all of us together, like I wake up listening to Junior the Truth. Now that, well, Blue Blood will be back soon, so I'll catch him on my runs in the morning. And then when I get back from my run, I'm doing my stocks. I'm listening to Junior the Truth, and then I get like an hour break, and then it's right in Trill Boxing Talk, and then for nine, and then the LDB snowball just builds and builds and builds all day, every day. And but as I digress in the back to why I made this video, I say thank you guys, man, because I've never ever have gotten this much help ever in my life, ever in my life, ever, ever in my life. Um, and I know um, the Montgomery bus boycott could not have happened with with Martin Luther King alone. Just couldn't have. The Black Panther Party could not have been the Black Panther Party with Huey P. Newton alone. Okay? It takes a team. It takes hundreds. It takes thousands. It takes millions for that matter, you know? And I'm learning that. I'm 41 and a half years old, and I'm still learning. And it may be a dab of pride. It may be a dab of self-belief. It may be a dab of ignorance, and all of the above, or whatever adjective you could think of to describe me. But in that moment, I had the moment of me starting from 0 subs and just growing from that moment, literally growing from that moment. To my LA people who I see on a regular basis, who subscribe to my channel, who hold me accountable. They genuinely hold me accountable because I see them every day, and I know, or every week, or every month, or wherever the case may be, and just knowing that I'm going to see them holds me accountable, and knowing that y'all are going to watch these videos, it holds me accountable. You understand what I'm saying? Um, so I say thank you. You guys are simply amazing, dude. Like, it's amazing how you can meet people or not meet people and know them. Like, it's just simply amazing, man. And you know, um, so keep on doing what y'all doing out there, man. You guys are definitely what Jack Nicholson tell that woman in um, um, uh, he says, "You make me want to become a better man," and that's what. Um, every subscriber that supports and financially supports and spiritually supports the LDBC and new media and our purpose. Um, you genuinely make me want to become a better man. And I say that from the depths of me. And that's how I feel. And there will be more events. I'm excited to celebrate Deontay Wilder. When I say I'm so excited to celebrate Deontay Wilder, I'm excited to celebrate Earl Spence's, the J Rocks, the Charlos, the you know, I mean, the list goes on and on. If I didn't say a name, it wasn't on purpose. But I'm excited to celebrate these kings and hold events. And they may not even come. They may not even know that we're doing this. But it's a beautiful thing when you can be the invisible arm. You know what I mean? Because it's only going to get bigger and bigger. The next time we touch down in Houston, it's going to be minimum 300 people there, without a shadow of a doubt. I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. The next time we in the DMV area and Jared Hurd is fighting, it's going to be a big event. Or we go to Philadelphia and we can go to a J-Rock fight and we can get our Muslim brothers out there. It's going to be a beautiful event. I want to do stuff like that. And I don't give a fuck what religion you are. I don't give a fuck if you. I know we are spiritually connected. I believe it. I inherently believe that. And I'm talking too much, man. I can get on my soapbox, but I'm just forever grateful for all the people that want to help a person like me, who's so prideful, who's takes pride in doing everything on his own. If you've ever gone to dinner with me, you know I'm first to pay. Like I'm always like I don't know how to accept. Like I'll be real with you. I went to dinner with Floyd Mayweather, who's a gazillionaire and loves picking up checks. That's just what he does. I went to pay, right? Sam grabbed my hand. And I wasn't doing it out of spite. I wasn't doing it out of because Sam he says, no, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. And I didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like I'm uncomfortable with Floyd paying for my dinner. Like that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I'm in my head, I'm like, I gotta find a way to give back. I gotta find a way. For real. I'm just being as genuine as I can be with you guys. And so that's it, man. So I just wanted to say thank you guys, man. I love y'all. I know this mission cannot be completed without y'all. I know this mission can't be completed without you consistently donating, because we are going to make the biggest impression on boxing. I mean, we're going to make it the biggest impression on our communities and our culture through boxing. I can guarantee y'all that. All right. So thank you for staying down. Thank you for humbling this prideful man with that y'all listen to every day, man. Thank you for believing in humanity. Thank you for believing in the black man. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for even when I piss y'all off sometimes and you feel like I'm being a jerk, a selfish asshole. I definitely can be my pompous. I definitely can get in my pompous mood one day. If a white man pissed me off, just know when I'm being arrogant, a white man probably pissed me off that day. I'm just being honest with you guys, and sometimes I get in a stunting mood. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I mean? So, anyways, man, I genuinely love y'all, man, and uh, uh, I just say thank you, man, and we're gonna end this video at 24 and a half minutes, and thank you guys. I love you guys, and keep on supporting us. Keep on. It's important that we fund each other. It's so important. And when I say fun, I'm not panhandling for cash apps or what is it called? Super chats. I'm not panhandling for that. I need you to click play. I need you to share the videos. Okay. Uh, I need you to say, hey, did you listen to Barbershop Conversation? Send it to your cousin. Hey, did you listen to Trill Box and Talk? Hey, did you listen to World Breaker? Um, and the list goes on and on. If y'all haven't listened to Kurt Sugar, man, I don't know what y'all doing, dog. Like, that motherfucker is a genius, dog. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, he knows every second of every fight the last 200 years. Oh my God. He remember when Nat Turner knocked out Slave Master Johnson. He remembers that fight. Barbershop Conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. I love y'all. Keep on supporting because this is a community and we gonna need a million arms. We gonna need a million hands to pull every piece of fruit out of the tree that we have to feed each other. All right. So Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.